Guys, I hope my screen is visible, right? Visible. So last session we started about the topic that is servlets, right? Okay. So last session we started about the Sling servlets. Yes or not? Event handler. So before class we discussed about the Sling servlet. Last session we discussed about the event handler. Event handler. And we discussed about there are two topics: event handler and event listener. Event handler and event listener. Okay, so the both are coming from two different APIs. This is coming from the Sling API and this is coming from the JSR API. The I would say both purpose is the same, but the both are coming from the two different APIs. Okay, so this is the last session which we discussed. So before the last session we discussed about the Sling servlets. Okay, today we'll try to understand about the schedulers. Schedulers. So what does it mean by scheduler? So generally, scheduler which is used to trigger an activity, which is used to trigger the activity a period of time, or trigger the activity a period of time. Normally, our business logic we will write inside the method, right? For example, there I would like to write one business logic in my method. This is the method. This is the method name. Like I can give some M1 method, and inside I would like to write my business logic. Okay, so this logic, if I want to trigger the method a period of time, where actually we will use the schedulers. I will tell you a few of other examples as well. Normally I can take MS Paint, and in that also we'll try to understand few of other examples as well. I can increase the page properties. So, 899, and this is also 899. Yeah. So let us assume there is a hotel business. Okay. Normally, this is the some hotel which is available in some BML layout. You can assume like that. And there are number of hotels which are located in different places in Bangalore. Like this is present in the BML layout, and this is present in the AECS layout. And we have one more branch. This is the branch which is available in the Martali. Okay, and their rates, I would say their prices and all, they are daily they are updating at 12 o'clock. Okay, so how they are updating the like they can maintain their website. Weekdays they will maintain one prices, and weekends they can maintain one prices. So this is the hotel which is available in the BML layout, and this is the hotel which is available in some AECS layout, and this is the main branch which is available in the Martali. Okay, so layouts are the different, hotels are the different, prices also different. So every time daily we need to update the daily prices, no need. So they can write one scheduler, and they can give the time interval like daily at 12 o'clock. So whatever the prices they will mention, that can be automatically updated by using the schedulers. By using the schedulers, the prices will automatically they can update. This is the one example. And if you see in Diwali and all, they will give the some offers, right? So the offers will be having only 15 to 10 minutes. 15 to 10 minutes. So after 15 to 10 minutes, our that coupon will be expired. That offer will be expired after 15 to 10 to 15 minutes. So in that case also we can write the schedulers. That in that case also we can write the schedulers. So basically, what is scheduler? Scheduler which is used to trigger the activity a period of time. This is the one definition, and there is another definition. Scheduler is nothing but normal Java classes. Scheduler is a normal Java class. All backend topics are the normal Java classes. Scheduler are the normal Java class, and scheduler is also one service. Scheduler is also one service. One service. Okay, then what is the definition for the scheduler? Scheduler which is used to, this is the one definition, this is the simple definition, and there is another definition. Scheduler which is used to run a piece of code, run a piece of code at regular intervals, at regular intervals, intervals where we have the cron expression. We can mention the time intervals, we can mention the time intervals, time intervals to run piece of code, to run piece of code. We can override the runnable interface, runnable interface, runnable interface. We can write the code, we can write the, we can write the logic, and we can deploy the bundle, and we can start using the schedule. We can deploy the bundle, and we can start using the scheduler. We can start using the scheduler. Scheduler. This is the definition for the, this is the simple definition, and this is one more definition. So in this definition we have the clear meaning. Scheduler which is used to run a piece of code at regular intervals where we have the cron expression, and we can give the time interval to run a piece of code. We can override the runnable interface, and then we can write the logic, we can deploy the bundle, and then we can start using the scheduler. We can start using the scheduler. So what is the syntax for the scheduler? Syntax for the scheduler is normal Java class. Normal Java class, how you can take access specifier, class keyword, and so in my case we can take article expiry as the class name. Article, I can take expiry, this I can convert into component. How could I? There is a component annotation, and scheduler is also one service, right? Then we need to convert this also service equal to the class name, whatever the class name we given, that class name you can copy from there, dot class, and like now this is the service, now this is the service, and this class have to implements runnable interface, implements runnable interface. Runnable interface have only one method, that is run method. So there is, we can override, there is a method run method. So in this method we can write our logic. So whatever the logic we will write, so that will be triggered multiple times, that will be triggered multiple times based on the cron expression, based on the cron expression. I hope you guys are clear. Generally, if you want to trigger any activity, if you want to trigger any logic, if you want to trigger the code multiple times, we are going with the scheduler, we are going with the scheduler. Okay, this is the syntax for the schedulers. And for creating, there are two ways to create the scheduler. So next question they will ask, like, how many ways you can create the scheduler, how many ways we can create the scheduler. There are two ways actually, there are two ways to create the scheduler. So one is by using whiteboard pattern, and second one is by using scheduler API. Scheduler API. So whiteboard pattern is nowadays nobody is not using, and so this is the scheduler API everybody is using. And while creating the scheduler, so I am also using the second one, and I am also going with the scheduler API. Scheduler API. So there are two ways to create the scheduler. One is the whiteboard pattern, second one is the scheduler API. Second one is the scheduler API. How many ways you can create the scheduler? There are two ways, and this is the not using nowadays. This one has deprecated, and nowadays everybody is using the scheduler API. Scheduler API. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Now come to here. So where actually this cron expression and scheduler name I am taking, I don't want to do hard coding. I want to take the values dynamically. If I want to take the dynamically, then I can go with the approach that is the R7 annotations. Already you know R7 annotations, right? How we can take the values dynamically by using OIJ configurations. So that we already discussed in the previous sessions. Here, in case of scheduler also, what I am doing, I can take the values directly from the OIJ configurations. Values meaning scheduler name and scheduler cron expressions. These all I can take from the dynamically. These all I can take from the dynamically. I hope you guys are clear, right? What I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. R7 annotations, you know already how to write R7 annotations, and I would say how we can uh, take the values dynamically by using R7 annotations. So in case of scheduler also, the same R7 annotations I am using, and then I can take the values dynamically. Okay. So coming to here, where actually I can go to my backend code base. This is my code base actually. So in that case, I would go to my code base, and this is the scheduler module. Okay. Filters, handler, listeners, models, schedulers and services. So parallel to these modules, so where we have schedulers as well. So simply you can go inside, and in the under scheduler module, I would like to create one. There are actually I can take a class, and I can mention the class name as article expiry implementation. This is the class name which I taken, and this I could convert to at the rate component. When you look for that one, so it will give the suggestions at the rate component. Now I need to convert the service into component into service. Simply I am converting the dot class. Next immediate equal to true, and enable equal to true. Now fine. And whenever you are writing the scheduler, make sure the scheduler have to have implement the runnable interface. So here also simply what I am doing, I am taking the implements runnable interface. This runnable interface have only one method, that is run method. Simply you can click on the bulb symbol, you can add an implemented method. So here you can get the method actually. So here actually I can write some message. So in generally our logic you can write here, and I want to create logger file as well. I want to create logger file as well. For creating the logger file, already you know syntax for creating the logger file. Private static And final, there is a logger factory, right? A logger, look for the logger SLF4J. Go to the suggestions from top to bottom. There you can see logger dot log equal to logger factory. There is a logger factory SLF4J and dot get logger. This is the class name, and whatever the class you want to track all the method, that class name you can copy from there and simply can give the class name here. Okay, so simply I am giving the class name and extension you can give as the dot class. That's it. Okay, and here also inside the run method I would like to write some message which actually some data message from the article expiry scheduler, article expiry scheduler. This is the some message which I written. Okay, so after this normal R7 annotations we can take, like I would say normal activate method, deactivate, remaining all are common. Here actually I would like to take activate and the method is public void activate, and this is the scope of the activate. And the same way I would like to take the deactivate, and it will give the suggestions. So here also public void deactivate, this is the method which I am taking, deactivate. And next we have the modified, and here also I am taking the modified. This already you know, right? This already you know, public void modified method, and this is the scope of the method. There is a spelling mistake, you have to verify. Yeah, next one is I am taking one more method, that is public void update configurations is the method I am taking. Update configurations, update configurations is the method I am taking. From here to here, this is the scope of the method. This is the normal method. You guys clear with my statements what I am taking? These are the normal methods which we written already in the OJ dynamic configurations. I am writing the same. Right? Nothing special here. Okay. Okay, fine. Now the scheduler name, scheduler concurrent expression, this is all I want to get from the dynamically. So for reading the dynamic values, I am taking one more annotation class. Go to new Java and there is an annotation class. Click on that, and where actually here I am giving article expiry. I would say article expiry configurations. Configuration. Okay, this is the class which I am taking, and here I am taking properties. First one is the scheduler name, public string. I can take the scheduler name. This is the scheduler name property. Same way I would like to take public. Next one is the string expression, cron expression. Here also I can mention scheduler cron expression, cron expression. Okay, cron expression. Next one is public boolean scheduler enabled. Scheduler enabled. Next, public boolean scheduler concurrent. These are the four properties I am taking. Okay, these four properties I want to make as the dynamically. Then there is a annotation, that is attribute definition. Look for the attribute definition. This is the attribute definition, and so here actually I could pass the attributes. Attributes are name, description and all. Name equal to scheduler name is I'm giving, this is scheduler name, right? I'm giving the name as Raju Hotels, Raj Hotels. And about description is excellent hotels, excellent hotels. Okay. Scheduler name is Raj Hotels and description is excellent hotels. And the same way I am copying these two stay attributes and I am mentioning here as well. This is the scheduler cron expression. So further here I can mention default value is true. Default value equal to true, and here also default value is true. Come to here, give the default one. Where actually can give the values. This you can convert into dynamically by using object class definition. And here also I'm giving the name is, this class name I am giving article expiry configuration, something will be there, right? Check event. That class name I am copying, and here the class name I am mentioning. I am saving this one. Oh, fine. Here we should mention default values. Where is cron expression? Here also I am mentioning default value equal to, I would like to mention some values. This is the cron expression. Each star has each meaning. So first star indicates minutes, second star indicates hours, and third star indicates I would say day, fourth star indicates week, and fifth star indicates month, sixth star indicates years. So there is a cron expression, cron maker. With the help of cron maker also we can able to cron maker, cron maker. So there are number of websites which are helpful to generate the cron expressions. For example, if I go with the cron maker, go with other websites as well. So see here. So this is the cron expression. So when you copy this cron expression and when you mention, then your particular piece of will be triggered every 5 minutes. This is for every minute, and this is for every hour, and this is for every day 12 a.m. and this is for every Friday, like this. So based on the cron expression, our code will be executed. Now coming to here, and here also I would like to add my cron expression. to my article expiry configurations, where actually here I would like to give the cron expression. Cron expression. Okay, fine. Here also I'm giving the default value as true, and here also I would like to give default value as default value as true. Okay, fine. So this is simply which I written, and now I am going to this article expiry IMPL, and there is a method that is update configuration. There we need to make the connection between them two classes by using @designate, right? @designate OCD equal to the class name article expiry configuration dot class name. Copy this one and simply going to that location and paste dot class. Okay, so this is the annotation. With the help of this one we are taking the dynamic values from here to here. Okay, fine. Coming to this method and the class name article expiry, I am copying that one and I am coming to down and I am passing as a parameter to this one. I am mentioning this one as AEC, meaning article expiry configuration. This is the class name and this is the object name which I created. I hope you guys are clear. Now this is the scheduler which I am creating by using scheduler API. Scheduler API is the predefined service. How could I inject one service into the another service? @reference. There is a annotation @reference annotation. @reference, use scheduler, and there are number of suggestions. From that you can go ahead with this one, sling commons. uh, Second one, go with the second one, scheduler dot I am mentioning like as scheduler name, scheduler. So this is which one, this is what, this is the predefined service, this is the predefined class. Okay, and this is the current service. I am injecting one service into the another service by using @reference, @reference. Okay, fine, very good. Now coming to down, and so simply here also I am using scheduler. This is the object which I am using. I am coming to down and I am mentioning dot scheduler dot. So there is an expression, and for that expression I am passing as a input as AEC dot scheduler cron expression. This is actually I am passing as a parameter to this, and this again I am storing in one reference variable, that is options, and this class name is schedule options. Schedule options is the class name. This is the schedule options. You have to input that. Again from that scheduler options, we need to mention the scheduler name and all the options you can use, like options dot, there is a name, scheduler name, AEC dot scheduler name. Next options dot, next expressions is done, name is done. Next concurrently, this is also concurrently AEC dot concurrently, scheduler concurrent. Okay, these all three options. Next we have the option that is schedule dot scheduler, schedule dot scheduler, schedule. uh, so this entire logic I can keep when only the condition is true. So that is the reason I am keeping inside the if block. And here when scheduler will be emc dot aec dot scheduler is enabled. When this is true, then only the controller will come inside and it has to print the value. Coming to here where I can, there is a block scheduler. There is a blog also, can verify the blog as well. This is the blog. There are two ways to create. One is whiteboard pattern normal. This is the scheduler API. We are going with the scheduler API. These are all the steps you normally, when you have the free time, you can normally go with this document as well. So as of now, what we are doing with this one. Mm, See here what methods will do and all. We have the clear information here in this block. Okay. So currently, we are writing this logic config dot options dot name concurrently. Okay. Schedule dot scheduler. Okay, fine. Now this is the message which I am copying from there and I am coming to here. Yeah, I am keeping here. So log is this one. Here also AEC schedule name. Okay, fine. And next if else is also I am copying this one. Yeah, fine. So this is the values I'm taking dynamically, and so this method I can activate. When I mention in the activate method, then this method will be activate. Configurations and the parameter also I can pass as the AEC. Same processor, whatever the processor we followed in case of dynamic configurations, same processor I am following here as well. Same processor I am following here as well. Yeah, this is the program, a simple program on the scheduler. What I written here, there are the four properties. I am taking the values dynamically. What are the four properties? Scheduler name, cron expression, enabled. By default, these two are the I am mentioning like as the true. I am mentioning as the true. And so here I am scheduling the my scheduler using scheduler API. Using scheduler API. Okay, fine. So this is the simple scheduler which I written. Now this scheduler I want to deploy. I want to deploy. So simply you can open the terminal. There is a terminal, open new terminal. So where it's basically command prompt. Now can mention, can give the command that is maven clean install -p auto install single package. Single package. So we can do the deployment and we can create one logger file. We can create one logger file with the name of this one, and then we'll see any logs will be printed on the log file or not. So this is how we can do schedulers. We'll see we can deploy and then we'll see the deployment is starting now. Now go to your loggers. There actually can try to create one logger file. Uh, Localhost 4502 aim start at HTML. There is a tools option and go to the operations. There is a web console and for creating log, we go to the log support. There is a log support and where actually I would like to create there is a logger file and I want to mention the logger file name is it is AES. Yeah, any name you can give. So in my case, as of now, I am giving some AES and all. For example, here there is a scheduler, right? I would like to copy that path. There is an article expiry MPL, right? Can copy that one and save that one. One logger got created. Okay, fine. Now go to the OIG configurations. There is a OIG configurations. So in that OIG configurations, you can look for the OIG configuration name. That is this one. Whatever the name you given, so that name you can actually can copy from that name and go to that OIG configurations. You can give the name. This is the OIG configurations. So see here, there is a Razu Hotels. This is the default value which I given. And here I would like to give some value that is Rani Hotels. And these two are I given as the true. Okay. And parallelly I can try to open logger file as well. So where actually the loggers are available in the quick start. Go to your quick start. There is a author instance. So please go through inside. There is a quick start and there is a logger file which we created with the name of ec.log. When I click on that, so you can try to open that one. Okay, fine. So there is nothing has printed. Now in the dynamic configurations, Rani Hotels, and there is a cron expressions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and click on save. When you click on the save, now go to the logger file. So see here, it is printing or no? It is printing. Rani Hotels with the name of Rani Hotel. This is the scheduler name is Rani Hotels. Rani Hotels. So see here, this is the meaning of each star. This is the minute, and this is the hour, this is the day, this is the month, and this is the day of the week. Okay, like that each star has each meaning. There is a cron expression which actually simple scheduler. Yeah, I'm copying this one and then I would like to go here. So this is generally all about the scheduler skills. I hope you guys are clear. See here, every 20 seconds, the scheduler is printing. There are how many lines? 30 lines. So see here, every 20 seconds, that scheduler is triggering with the name of Rani Hotels. The name of Rani Hotels. This is how actually you can write the schedulers. So see, every automatically it can be triggered based on the cron expression. So see here, there are 16 lines, and if I reload that one, then see, so this is actually about scheduler. See, so this is the logic which I written, and this logic will be executed based on the cron expression. Based on the cron expression. Based on the cron expression. So I hope you guys are clear. So you guys also do the same thing, and then take a screenshot of it, and then you can upload in the website as well. So see here, it is printing based on the cron expression. Okay, in your case also the result should be like this. Yeah, so that's it. That is all about schedulers, guys. We discussed about what is scheduler, how many ways you can create the scheduler. There are two ways. One is the scheduler API, and second one is whiteboard pattern. Whiteboard pattern is deprecated. Nowadays nobody is not using, and we are also creating the scheduler by using scheduler API. And we are taking the values dynamically. The values are like scheduler name, cron expression. Okay, so very important. That is OEJ configurations. Those parameters also we are taking from dynamically. So from that, we are running the scheduler by using cron expression and with the scheduler name. This is all about scheduler, guys. If you want to stop this scheduler, then what you can do? What you can do? Go to the configurations. Web configurations, article expiry. So here we have to enable this one. If you uncheck that one, then our scheduler will stop. Our scheduler will stop. So that's it. That's it. This is the thing you have to do. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine, guys. I hope you guys are clear.